Seven of Wands. I saw that earlier. Putting your foot down. Your foot's your feet, right? Putting your foot down. So this is what I was getting for you guys in the pre-shuffle meditation audits. Overall, something about it was just too much to handle. So you had to stop waiting. It's like person, place, or situation that you invested too much in with no reward, or they feel that this is what they were doing, wasting some time wasting, right? And was trying to hang in there many times. Also, something about holding on to some kind of anger, like, whatever happened, it was like, all right, let's just start from the beginning. I forgive you. But yet, always bringing it up. So, always getting mad about what was supposed to be forgiven. They obviously, didn't forget, but it was supposed to forgive. So, something brings up anger, arguments all the time. For some of you. That, pushing the buttons. A lot of pushing buttons. Do you guys work with computers? Okay. So, my Pisces, I'm going to do a 3-card spread. I'm using this deck right here. This is called True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I will clarify with Rider deck, and then towards the end, once you see what you see, you hear what you hear, I will have you ask me a question, see if we can answer your question more precisely, depending on the question. Your first card is going to deal with your recent past, which could be last year, last month, last second, person, place, or situation. You have the Queen of Discs, which in this deck, this means it's the Queen of Pentacles, same thing. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be, doesn't have to be. You could have this in your natal chart. Or this is in regards to something about, the family, motherly. The Queen of Disc is that soccer mom, or dad. It's just the energy. It doesn't have to be a queen. It could be a king. Take it how you want to take it. So this is someone that basically has a lot on their plate. They work. Sometimes they have their own business. They're all about their money. If they have children, they pick them up, drop them off. They take them to the practices. Come home, still do all the laundry, still do the cooking, still, if there's a spouse or the other, still takes care of them. Someone that takes care of everything. The home, work, super mom, soccer mom, can handle it all. Very stable, very responsible, very reliable. So this is in your recent past. It feels like someone just kind of had it and had been holding some feelings about all this. Like, why do I have to do everything? So somebody got fed up with that, not wanting it. For others of you, this is what you are looking forward to. You're all about family, wanting to start a family, wanting that, house with the picket fence, how they say, right? Craving that, wanting that, wondering when the heck that's going to happen. But definitely, I feel that finance in here. You could have been dealing with someone that tended to take a lot, greedy, needy type of energy, pretending in some way. I don't know how, you tell me. We'll get more info. Whoa, what happened to my voice? We'll get more info, no worries. That's in the recent past. Present energy. Oh, something about a possible divorce or separation. But the wondering about who it would affect. How sometimes couples stay for the kids. But then at the end of the day, is that fair to them? Or the children going to be better off because of this? It's some kind of conversation like that. Present energy, you have the Three of Wands. So this would be looking towards the future, waiting for your ships to come in. It's like so close yet so far. For some, this is you communicating with someone that is at a distance, or you have become, the relationship is distant, meaning it's like you don't know each other anymore. We used to do everything together, and now, you know, you just pass each other in the hallway or whatever. You don't communicate like you used to. Also, there's something about waiting to communicate clearly. There's a tendency to speak and get mad and then after regret what was said. So kind of like, we are in Mercury retrograde, so that kind of happens anyway. It's hard to not say what's on your mind. You know, think about it first, because it's that pushing buttons energy. Like, just want to get somebody mad, or they say something, so, you know, it's that sarcastic, that snapping back attitude, right? So now there could even be like some silent treatment, like, I'd rather just not talk to you, because if I say anything to you, it's just going to make you mad, or, you know, I'm going to be mad, and I don't want to be mad. Got stuff to do. We'll get more info. In your near future, from my Pisces, yeah, something became distant, or you're looking towards the future and it just seems like, you know, it should have happened already. You have Judgment. Okay, so this is an awakening. For some of you, this is actually in regards to some kind of legal issue, but or just feeling judged, you know. A lot of defensive energy, accusatory, always being accused of doing something, always having to defend yourself, you or them. And it seems like it's just has become some kind of burden. Always giving them a second chance, or they give you a second chance. So this is some kind of wake-up call. It's a realization. Are you going to do this again? Do you want to go through this cycle, right? Just feeling judged. Also some kind of self-esteem issue. Like, that's the button that's pushed. Always talks about, you know, the weight issue or whatever happened before to get you mad, or you do that to them. They know what buttons to push. Beneath the deck, you have the Four of Wands. So this could be in regards to some kind of a marriage, some home situation, thinking about moving, relocating, and for some reason it might be causing some kind of argument. Somebody doesn't want to move, or doesn't want you to move. Commitment, wanting a commitment, waiting forever, and there's no commitment. So it's like, if you're not going to give it to me, I have decided, I'm waking the heck up, and I'm going to go where I'm appreciated, where I can see something happening. A real commitment. Not just, how do they say, why, I forgot. You know that cow one, about the cow. The cow and the milk. See, Mercury retrograde. My words are not going to be coming out all nice right now. Plus, I haven't done this in a while. But yes, waiting, even a proposal, waiting for it. Something, you know, solid. Building a solid foundation. Now, let's clarify. My Pisces. So you guys, this is in regards to a home, where you're waiting to buy a home, or there's constantly issues about that you have to wait on, and it just seems like, oh, renovation too. You know how they tell you it's going to be ready? I'm going to redecorate the living room or the kitchen or the bathroom, the contractor say, but then, what it was supposed to be 2 weeks is taking like a year. Not a year, hopefully not, right? You should have been fired them. But something like this. Now, let's clarify, what is this? Queen of Disc. It's clarified by the Two of Swords, upright. You notice the first three are always upright for me at this moment anyway. So the Two of Swords has to do with some kind of decision that you've been thinking about. Actually, this is the girl with the blindfolds. So this is something that you know that you needed to decide, should have been decided upon, having to do with this earth sign, having to do with this home situation. Oh, for some of you, if you have like, you know, elderly parents, or you're in that, again, I don't know how old you are, it's about needing to send them to a home, what is that called? The skilled nursing facility, the retirement home. There you go, retirement home or assisted living, something like this, and been kind of affecting the marriage, affecting the home situation. So it's something that has been thought about, but it's your mom or it's, your parents. So it's been weighing on someone here, but it's very overwhelming to do. You're already super mom. Now you also got to do this. So there's that guilt there, like, well, I can't really do that, or it's not in our culture to do this, for some of you. For others, this is in regards to your career and family life, how to balance that. Something has to change. Somebody's feeling neglected. You're always working, or you're not working, and I'm doing everything, you know? So this is something obvious that has been needed to be, see, I can't even talk, that should have been decided already, but there's a lot of different reasons why it hasn't been decided. Sometimes it's like, I'm just going to leave it up to the universe, see what happens. Other times it's just wanting to, sweep it under the rug, hopefully just fix itself. And it seems also like there's information that's still needed before this decision is done. But it is a strain in your stability, or their stability. That's what they're telling you. Could go either way. What is the Three of Wands? The Three of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Wands, which has to do with communication. Could be that long distance relationship. When are we going to get married? You're way in the other, country. How are we supposed to get married? How are we supposed to be committed to this? Are we going to buy a home if you're that way the heck over there? Something like that. You know what I feel? You know how people do that internet dating? So you could be talking to someone that is promising you the world, or they feel you are. And you never really get to the point of, making a solid commitment. Like, all right, you going to come or not? Or, everything's kind of up in the air. So now there's thinking, wondering, is this going to happen? Is this real? Am I talking to a real person for some of you? So some kind of long distance relationship, whether it's through online or the phone or texting, whatever, that phone, that's getting old. That way of communicating, or that relationship in that way, is getting old. Nothing seems to be happening. Others of you, this is some kind of possible relocation to work somewhere else. So that takes a strain, right, on the family, especially if you have children. You got to change schools and all this. But there is communication back and forth about something that is further away, having to move, having to leave. It seems like it's something that you would like. It's something passionate, something exciting. But when is it going to happen? Or should it happen? Or who else is it going to affect? It's a big decision right here. Judgment is clarified by the Nine of Wands upright. So this would be the wounded warrior, right? Okay, progression. You go from the 8 to the 9. So this is when you're almost about had it, like you want to give up. You just want to give up or give in. Constantly giving in. Somebody doesn't want you to give up on them. Or the other way, right? But it's just becoming, again, too hard. It's too hard. It's too overwhelming. Too much on your plate. Would be awesome to just, you know, release some of the burden. Delegate. Could be at work as well, where everything is put on you. Other people work there too, right? They get a paycheck too. So why can't we equally distribute the work? So it's almost done, but I feel like that's what's always said. We're almost done. You're going to get this promotion almost. We're just waiting on the car for this or so-and-so to retire or whatever. We're almost going to get together. We're almost going to get this home. We're almost. But how long has it been? Others, you're just tired of being judged all the time. Standing up. Again, there's that anger there. Let me have one more for that. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this has to do with the home situation, the family situation. It's being made very uncomfortable. It could be even be where you live. Your neighbors might be horrible. Landlord. It's just somebody is making it impossible for you to be there anymore. So you can give up. So you can leave. So you make that decision. Sometimes the universe does this so you can leave that situation if it's toxic. If it's toxic. If you already have that feeling, right? But for others of you, they're kind of telling you to hang in there. It's uncomfortable right now, but things are gonna, once you decide what you're gonna decide, everything would run more smoothly. It's taking a toll on your finances. Could be taking a toll on your finances, and that's why a decision needs to be made, possibly to even go somewhere else, more affordable, or you get paid more. But it's hard, right? It's hard to just leave, especially if you already have, you know, your friends, your family, hey, I wouldn't want to leave my place, you know? It's something about the family situation going on there. You really want to give up, or they do. Divorce, the judgment. You could be living with the person, your spouse, and you're just not getting along anymore, or whoever that is in that home that's getting on your nerves, that now you're not even talking. You're just so distant of two different worlds, even, right? Damn, I forgot what I was just gonna say. Comes and goes. Oh well, I guess it'll come back. Damn, Mercury retrograde. But yeah, something about the home situation. Oh, divorce, there we go. So you still have to live in the house, but could be separated, so that's just uncomfortable. So that's that button pushing and getting each other mad. Could even be like that War of Roses movie, you know, where they kind of try to do this on purpose so that one would leave, and kind of both putting your foot down like, no, I'm not leaving, you leave if you don't like it. Using all the hot water, you know, stuff like that. A lot of pettiness. Okay, what the heck is going on? Beneath the deck, you have the High Priestess in reverse. This would be your energy, my Pisces. You could be dealing with another Pisces, possibly. But this is something that came out in the open, right? Usually, the High Priestess is someone that kind of keeps information very close to the chest, very secretive. Doesn't just, you know, go telling people everything. because they observe. They're very observant. They know what to say, which most of the time is not to say anything. So something was said that could have been a secret. You didn't know about it. They didn't know about it. Possible third-party situation. Again, doesn't have to be a cheating situation. Just some situation is really affecting the dynamic, the family dynamic, home dynamic, work dynamic, however this is. Somebody had to put that, 2 cents in to mess this up or try to mess this up. So there's like a lack of trust now, not trusting because of what you heard or what they heard. Revealing something that wasn't supposed to be revealed. I feel like it was someone else that said something. It could have been, the parents. I feel like that mother-in-law energy. You know how sometimes mother-in-laws could be a little bit, what would you call that? Nosy, all in your business, trying to rouse stuff up. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, however this is, sister-in-law, sister. I feel something like this. So then at the end of the day, it feels like it would be easier just to get yourself out of that conflict, not wanting to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to be here. So we don't have to fight. I'm just going to leave. Something like this. So that's why this was revealed. Or you want to reveal it. Can't hold on anymore. Remember I was saying, like, wait, communicate clearly. It feels like whatever is said now is not taken the right way. They're going to be insulted. They're going to take it, be offended. And it's little things, a lot of little things. Pet peeves, like, why do you leave the towel on the floor? Why do you leave your shoes there? Just stuff like this. The moon. A lot of unknowns. There's a lot of energy of distortion, not getting the whole picture. Like, you might have heard something, but you might have heard part of it, or they heard part of it, so now they're making a big deal out of this. For some, it is a big deal, so, it's understandable. Others, it was something pretty tiny that was just blown out of proportion. Okay. There's something going on in the home. Okay, they wanted to give this. Trust. Is the trust still there? Can you trust them? Can they trust you? Now let me have you actually ask me a question. Did I forget to have my aquas ask me a question? Anyway, so my Pisces, after hearing what you heard, seeing what you've seen, what would be your question? What would you like to know? Do you have your question? Within the next few months. Does that help you any? Trust that this is going to happen within the next few months. Let's see what the bookie book has to say. 1 second. Number 80. I feel a lot of gossipy energy. Who's doing the gossiping? Okay. This is a time for trust. Sometimes there is no yes or no to a question. There are situations where we are better served by not knowing what is to come so that the miracle can unfold before our very eyes. Like children opening a gift, part of the magic of our lives is found in the joy of surprise. Trust that your angels have something amazing in store for you, even if they can't quite tell you yet what it is. Okay. There you go, my Pisces.